motorcycle.
Witness the best kept secret in motorcycling. Suzukis are the most over-engineered of all the makes I've ridden, wrecked, and rebuilt. Their tu250x is particularly special. Designed in the 1990s before the invention of cost cutting, and for all the decades, they never moved production away from Japan.
This craftsmanship is unparalleled in a $4,000 motorcycle. The chrome-plated wheels, headlight, taillight, mirrors, and speedo could slot into Harley-Davidson's wish book, and they'd cost more than the entire motorcycle if they did.
Speaking of status symbols, it looks like a Triumph Bonneville that someone shrunk in the dryer, which is probably why they stuck 7/8 scale sex symbol Zac Efron on one for the Baywatch movie. So yeah, it's hot.
For a love like yours, I beg, borrow, or steal.
Our tu250 is clever too. It even has a riddle for you. How does a motorcycle with 15 gentle horses up top move with the meaty conviction of 100 bulls at low speed?
Most engines rely on piston movement to suck in air, so you end up with crappy airflow when the engine turns slow and better stoichiometry at high RPM. A skilled rider will know to work the gearbox up here in the power band, but for beginners this is a difficult mountain to climb. You get lost in low power and stall, or your shaky wrist jerks you into wet underwear territory. So Suzuki introduced a second throttle valve. This narrows the intake diameter to increase airflow at low cylinder speed. And the best part is that the computer controls it. And whatever us pieces of meat do with our throttle doesn't matter. The ECU works on its own to keep power production steady. A meatier bottom end, a more linear curve, ultimately a motorcycle that feels stronger, yet requires less skill to ride. How Suzuki manages to offer this bike for this money, that's no mystery. They cut clever corners. Like using a drum brake at the rear. Who cares when you're only stopping 326 pounds, eh?
The twin springers are equally ancient. You may never drag a knee on such knuckle-dragging technology, but is that such a bad thing? I've been wanting to feature this bike since day one because it's an honestly delightful motorcycle. If I had to put every person in the world on one machine, this is it. And man, well, the world would be a better place for it.